I am a gay man, and I am in love with my wife. We met when I was 19 at a house party. I was her roommate's friend who showed up with beer and left my jacket. She texted me the next day saying I could pick it up whenever. 3 weeks later, my cousin announced her wedding. My family immediately started their usual routine, asking when I'd bring someone home. My mom even said she was worried I'd end up alone. I panicked and texted the jacket girl asking if she wanted to go to a wedding as my fake date. She said yes. That fake relationship lasted 8 years. We fell into this routine where she was my excuse and I was hers. Her parents loved me. My parents finally stopped asking questions. We moved in together when rent hit $2,400 and split everything down the middle. It was comfortable, easy. I came out to her on what would have been our 5th anniversary. We were eating takeout on the couch when she asked if I wanted to make it official. I froze. She immediately knew. I told her everything, and she cried for an hour in the bathroom. When she came out, she said we should still live together because neither of us could afford this place alone. We kept the arrangement. I dated a few guys, but nothing stuck. She went out most weekends, and I never asked questions. We had separate rooms, but shared a life. I'd make her coffee in the morning. She'd bring me dinner when I worked late. It worked. Then 2 years and her mom called at 3 a.m. Stage 4 breast cancer. I heard her scream from my room and found her on the kitchen floor. I drove her to the hospital still in my pajamas. We sat in the waiting room for 6 hours, and I held her the entire time. Her dad never showed up. For the next 6 months, I became her person. I'd wake up at 5 a.m. to make her breakfast before she drove to her mom's house. I learned how to cook her favorite meals. I'd wait up until midnight when she'd come home exhausted and just sit with her while she cried. Her brother visited twice. I was there every single day. Her mom died on a Tuesday morning. I was at work when she called. I left immediately and found her sitting in her car outside the hospital. She hadn't gone in yet. I got in the passenger seat and we sat there for 45 minutes before she was ready. The funeral was on Saturday. Her dad brought his new girlfriend. Her brother showed up drunk. I stood next to her the entire service holding her hand. During the reception, her aunt came up and asked how long we'd been married. I opened my mouth to correct her, but my wife squeezed my hand and said 3 years. That night I asked her why she lied. She was washing dishes and wouldn't look at me. Finally, she turned around and said, because you're the only person who's ever stayed. My brother left. My dad left. You're still here. Something shifted after that. I started noticing things. How she'd smile when I made her laugh. How she always saved me the last slice of pizza. How she'd fall asleep on the couch during movies, and I'd carry her to bed. Small things that I'd done for years, but suddenly meant something different. Last Tuesday, I was folding laundry in the living room when she came home early from work. She stood in the doorway just watching me. I asked what was wrong. She said I talked to my therapist today about us. My stomach dropped. I thought she was going to ask me to move out. Instead, she walked over and sat down next to the laundry basket. She took a breath. I told her I'm in love with my roommate who pretends to be my husband. I didn't know what to say. She continued. She said my therapist asked me why I'm still living with my ex-boyfriend who's gay. I told her you're not my ex. You're my person. I put down the shirt I was folding. I told her I don't pretend. I stopped pretending the night your mom died. She looked at me confused. I said somewhere between hospital waiting rooms and 3 a.m. panic attacks, this stopped being an arrangement. She started crying. I said I'm still gay. I'm still not attracted to women, but I am in love with you, and that's the one thing I'll never lie about. She kissed me, not in a romantic way, just pressed her forehead against mine and whispered, thank you for staying. We're getting married next month. Real married this time. My family thinks we've been together for 9 years. Her family thinks I'm the best thing that ever happened to her. Only we know the truth, that sometimes love shows up in the most unexpected way, and the person you're meant to be with isn't the person you ever imagined.